said, son, you'll remember this day for the rest of your life. I think he's right. Mom said, now you've got something new to write about tonight. I think she's right. I paid my dues and waited my turn, and the rest of my life starts today. Put in the work and now I can finally say that everything is gonna be okay.
There is a chance that this is the video you have been waiting for. I have been getting questions, and up until now I have not given answers, so today that will change. I will answer all of your questions. We're going to talk about post-grad plans, essentially. What's happening next? As you might guess from my outfit, you can't really see it. I am headed in right now to my future place of employment just to get like paperwork, new hire things done, and then I also have to pass a drug test today, which has been making me nervous, not because there's a chance of me not passing it, but because I don't know how to time my drinking well. That's what's making me nervous, because what if they give me a drug test and I'm like, sorry, can't produce. No, I gotta get going though so I can get there, but just wanted to let you know all of your questions will be answered in this video. I'm not gonna prolong it any longer. This is the one you've been wanting. All right, so question number one, before we get on our merry little way, that I've been getting so much of is, what is your dream job? Like, what do you see for yourself in the future? And then also, like, how are you going about pursuing that? And so, as far as what I see for myself in the future, I don't have like a certain path, certain area that I feel like I'm really going to niche down in. I think right now, I just imagine myself kind of just like taking opportunities as they come. So as far as dream jobs, I really did love my internship working in mental health in the criminal justice system. Never would have thought that that would have been an option to me, but I really did love it. So that's opened a whole new possibility of dream jobs to me. I also really see myself being a school social worker at some point in my life, just somewhere down the line. That is definitely a job that I would also really love. I think no matter what I do, I would like to work with children and youth. Like, that's just my people, where my experience is. I think maybe I could see myself doing some type of therapy in the future, but I don't know if I would want it to be like talk therapy. Like, I don't think I see myself as that kind of therapist, but maybe some sort of like in-home therapies, like some sort of program, MST, MDFT, FFT, any of those. I could see myself doing in the future, even if it's not like ultimate dream job. So I know that's not like a really good answer to this question, but I think right now, especially because I'm kind of young, is I just kind of am waiting for opportunities to come and then I'm going to pursue them, is kind of my mindset as I've gone about this. And so that is also how my job search went, was I was just kind of looking for opportunities, see where they arose, and it worked out for me, which we'll talk about, don't you worry. But I'm ahead, I'm gonna drive.
So the good thing is that I had timed my pee exactly right for when I thought I'd be taking the drug test, but actually I had to go to a different clinic to take it, which I know sometimes you do. Like, I know sometimes to count on that, but they acted like I was taking it there. So I drank a lot of water, and now I'm sitting in the parking lot waiting for it to be ready, you know. So I have some time to address another commonly asked question, which is licensure. Am I pursuing my licensure? How do I do that? When am I doing that? How will I study? When do I test? All of that. I'm in the state of Georgia, and so Georgia does not have bachelor's license. They do have master's license. So I have never gotten my license yet, but in Georgia, my degree has to be conferred, like final transcript, absolutely finished, finalized, done before I can even apply. And so for me, that's going to happen at the end of May is when my final transcript will be ready. And so then that's my plan at the end of May to get my application all together, all of the documents that are needed and all of that together. And then I will apply. And then turnaround time can be anywhere from like 4 to 6 weeks from what it sounds like to get approved. And when I get approved, then I'll be able to schedule a test date. So I won't know until I'm able to schedule when I'll actually be testing, but I do plan to get my LMSW in this year. Like, that's a goal of mine, is to definitely be licensed by the end of the year. And so since I don't know my test date yet, I haven't really looked too deep into how I will study and everything, but my plan, I think, is to get the Dawn Apgar book, because the people that I know that have passed have used that, and it has like practice tests and questions and everything. And so that's my plan, is just to use that book, and I guess we'll see if it works, and I'll obviously talk more about it like as we get closer and as I'm actually doing it. But end of May is when I'll apply, and then maybe by the end of summer summer is when I'll be approved and I'll have a test date, and I just don't know when that test date will be. As far as pursuing my clinical licensure, that is something that I do want to do, like go on and get my LCSW. However, because I will only be in Georgia probably about another year, which will go more into detail in future questions, but I will probably only be in Georgia for about another year, and so I'm not going to start getting like clinical supervision or tracking my hours or anything like that yet, just because each state is so different that if I were to get supervision hours in Georgia, most likely they wouldn't actually transfer to another state, or if they would, it would just be a longer process than I really am down for. So my goal for this next year is to get my LMSW, and in the future I plan to pursue LCSW, but it's just very much not on my current radar. I'm gonna chug some more water, sit here for a second longer, see if I can get myself ready to take this test, and then I'll come back to answer another question. All right, I got gas and then I went to join, I can move this. We can make this a little better for ourselves. I got gas and then I went to join Zach and his family at Ponce City Market, which you guys know from my channel, Little Atlanta Diaries episode 1, except this time we actually went to the roof, so it was really fun. But off topic for today's video, because the big question, the big one, have I gotten a job? Kidding, we know I've gotten a job, or else I would have taken a drug test today. Where will I be working? How do I get this job? How do I feel about it? All of that. What does the future look like? I feel like I've really been making myself excited by like not talking about it, because then it's like a drop, you know, like, ooh, new career dropped. So you guys know how much I loved my field placement, right? Really was a big fan. Obviously there were hard days, better days, but I really fell in love with all of the clients, and better yet, I know how to do it now, right? I know all the different types of paperwork, all the different policies, all of that. If you couldn't guess, all of that to say I have been hired on. So I will not be at the same place that I actually did my field placement, like the same facility. I won't be with the same staff or the same kids, but I will be doing the same job that I've been doing, but this time I'll be getting paid for it. So overall, I am really excited for it. Also because I think just with college and everything leading up to this point in life, I just go through a lot of change, like essentially every single year. And so I'm really excited to have 2 years that will look pretty similar, except this one won't have school, like going forward won't have schoolwork on top of it. And so we have decided to re-sign our current lease. So the apartment won't change. It will look the same, just with rent prices in Atlanta and everything. Renewing our current lease was definitely going to be the best option. And I do really like our apartment and the people that I live with, obviously. Dating one of them, so hope I like him, which I find to be really exciting, just that there's that continuity going forward, that obviously since I'll be at a new facility, I'll have to learn like their norms, their kids, my new coworkers, the new people in charge of me, all of that. So it definitely is still like a little bit nerve-wracking, because I'll have to get to know the, you know, the new people, the new place, but I won't have to get to know a whole new system. Like I already know the job, I'll just have to get to know the new place, like I said, which I hope you're as excited for as I am, because if you loved jail, yay, we get to go back. We get to go back. That being said, just like as a looking forward to the future and everything, this most likely will just be a 1-year position for me, because Zach, as I've mentioned a little bit, maybe you know, is applying to med school. So he is graduating like right now this weekend. That's why his family's in town, doing all these fun festivities and everything. He's graduating, taking a gap year in which he's applying to med school. And so fall 2023 is when he'll be starting med school. And so don't know at this point where that will be, but most likely it won't be Atlanta. Just the odds aren't that it will be Atlanta. So most likely this will just be a 1-year position for me. But that being said, that's awesome, because this is a lot better of a deal than having to go somewhere new and learning all of their new things just for it to just be 1 year. With my position, it is part-time, which isn't necessarily ideal, but works for me, especially because I'm 22 and so I don't need benefits, I don't need insurance. And so this was something honestly that I had to grapple with a lot, because as you know, I like to be transparent, and this is something I've talked about on my TikTok. So if you don't follow me over there, you would have been new. But this position pays $25 an hour with my master's, well, I mean my bachelor's, my master's, and essentially 1 year of experience of already doing this exact job going in. So $25 an hour is not competitive, is not great pay, but it is more than the zero that I've been getting now. And so kind of just looking at monthly breakdown, it looks like, I mean, I'm not going to be rolling in it by any means, but I will be okay, especially since I'm going from zero to this $25 an hour, 29 hours a week. And so I don't know yet what that schedule will look like, what days I'll be working, what days I won't be working, but I do plan on keeping my tutoring job just as extra income, you know, supplement living expenses and all of that. And then, I mean, by watching these videos, by putting up with the ads in them, you help put a little bit in my pocket as well, just a little bit. Like I said, I'm all about transparency, but I know like not too many people care that much about like being a creator. If you're curious though, I make about $2 a day off of YouTube, so you know, a little bit rolling in it. All of that being said, where do we go from here as far as YouTube goes? Obviously, this video is posted now. By the time this video is posted, I will have already taken my vacation that I have planned, and I'll be back by the time this video is posted. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. Those are always linked down in my description, but Instagram is a.bea.s and my TikTok is .annabea. So if you ever want more real-time updates. But I leave, as of like right now, today, filming day, I leave on Wednesday. Today's Friday. I leave on Wednesday for a trip to Europe, which I'm very excited for. It's a 10-day trip. And so going forward on YouTube, there will be videos for that. At least I'm planning on it right now, assuming nothing happens. Planning on filming videos of that. And so you can look forward to those in the upcoming weeks. Obviously that's not social work related, but it will be fun. And I'm excited to get to document a trip. I've never really traveled like this and done YouTube at the same time. Like I did study abroad and traveled a lot of places whenever I was 19, but I wasn't making videos at that point. So I'm really excited for those travel videos to come. But following the travel videos, it will look like work week in the life, more social work videos, more Q&As, kind of just what you know, but hopefully I'll be getting better and it'll be actual work week in the lives and being a true social worker. There will be content about getting licensure as I'm doing that. And so that is kind of the future of the channel. We'll be taking a little bit of a social work break for those travel videos, but I'm really excited for them. So I hope that you are as well. And then we'll be getting really into the swing of things as I begin my new job, my little career, at least for 1 year. But I mean, 1 year is a long time. 1 year is longer than I've been doing it for now. So that's the answer to the big question. I will still be a mental health clinician in a secure facility for youths, adolescents. Did you guess this? Like, would you have known if I didn't tell you? Were you leaning towards the fact that I was gonna do this? I am really excited to have gotten hired on. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like I couldn't have pictured it going much better. And so I am excited for all that is to come in the future. And thanks for sticking around with this little like vlog through the day, except that you didn't actually see anything. You just saw me sitting here talking, but hope you enjoyed that at least. And next time I see you, I don't know when the order, I can't speak into the future, but maybe next time I see you, I'll be in Europe. Maybe. Fingers crossed. But I'll see you next time.